So hi guys, Michael Sheargold here. Look, we've just had our first Influencers Ideas Exchange. We had 25 influencers within the Australian and New Zealand market who are going through sharing some key strategies and key ideas, how we can collaborate more effectively, some of the issues facing the real estate profession, and how we can help principals, leaders, agents, property managers, and the operations team really advance their results in an effective way. One of the interesting things that came out of it is the impact of one, hey, that's a great idea. One, does it get engagement within your business? And then two, does it actually get traction in your business and adoption in a way that you actually do things? So one of the things I thought would be really neat to share with you is a couple of insights around that. So that again, great idea. One, does it get some engagement from your business? And then the third point, importantly, does it actually get a level of adoption that it becomes the way we actually do things and do business? Now, interesting enough, a great friend of ours on the Aussie New Zealand side over in the States, Sharon Srivatsa, head and CEO of Kingston Lane. Hi, Sharon, if you're tuned in. One of the things that he talks about is test, invest, and scale. So I'm just going to change that slightly for an Aussie market, and I believe absolutely that we need to test, measure the test, and then invest from there. So test, measure, and invest. Now, some of you are in independent agencies, some of you are part of franchise groups. Either way, I really want you to recognize that many times that speed to market is about you making a decision to test something. So it's not something that everyone in the business needs to be across right in the first instance, but how can we do a test on this? How can we measure what we've tested? And then if it's working, let's invest in this and go gangbusters and really build some momentum with it. So once again, this comes out of the Influencers Ideas Exchange we ran today with 25 influencers within the real estate profession. And just think about this. If you're a leader in the business and you wanted to test something out, a lot of the time you'll have a team member come in, and we had some great coaches, we had some in both sales and property management in the room, and they said one of the challenges they experience is they've got a client who goes, that's a great idea, let me now go to my principal, my head of property management, my head of sales, and say, hey, I've got this great idea from my coach, I'd like us to put this in place. And getting almost a pushback or a stonewall coming in from a principal point of view, a leader point of view, that means I just lose enthusiasm on the ideas. So the next thing the coach suggests, the client the agent might even turn around and say, you know what, it's not even worthwhile putting that up because the last three things I've suggested has got no value whatsoever. But my view is, if you're the leader of the business, you ought to be saying, hey, is this something that you're willing to do a test on? Are you willing to test this out for the rest of the team? And let's run it for a period of 30 days. Let's run it for 60 days. Let's run it for 90 days. In fact, I would go as far to say anything you want to put in place within your business, the strategy should be, let's test this for the next 90 days. Let's test this for the next 45 days. And in 45 days, let's see how it's gone. Now, if we get to, say, the 30-day mark and it's not going well, we'll probably pull it anyway. If it's going well, let's actually add some more value to it and start to really look at how we can enhance it and build it. So we want to test it, we want to measure it, then we want to invest in it and then roll it out across the entire team. So if you start to think about this, you have an amazing ability to respond to market conditions. You want to make sure that you are responding to market conditions. Let's test this on this particular campaign. Let's test this idea. Let's put this in place. And once you actually have got that in play, measure how it went, and then let's go for it and put some serious momentum and effort behind it. Remember, this came up as one at the Influencers Ideas Exchange as one of the key issues getting in the way of your team really building great momentum. And that is, they come to you with an idea, they want you to embrace the idea, or at least, hey, let's test this out. Could you do the test on it? You brought it to me, let's test this. Let's do a small investment, but let's then test it, invest in it, and then let's literally start to build it from there and create some amazing momentum in the marketplace. Hope you found this useful, guys. If you did, please share it with some other people who really need to understand this and put this in place. It might be your leader, it might be head of property management, because ultimately it's about how fast we can move through the change process. How fast can we test this? How fast can we get some feedback on the test and then really build some great momentum? Thanks for all those wonderful people who were at the Influencers Ideas Exchange. It was a great environment for us to share ideas, share some thoughts about some awareness point and some market dynamics that exist and how we can help the real estate profession literally globally, but very much a big focus on Australia and New Zealand, build some amazing momentum from there. Thanks for tuning in, guys.